Though I speak the tongues of man and even tongues of angels and that. Okay. Good evening. Good afternoon. Wherever you are, the one speaking to you is the King Fairy himself, speaking from Machills Podcast Network. So basically, this is a network that we created. It's a group of us. We created this network to be a platform where we air our views, and there's going to be prestigious events that we are going to be at, and prestigious people that are going to be interviewed at this platform. So make sure you subscribe, you comment, you share, you link. The link is in my bio. You slide into my DMs, you slide into my emails. Feel free to do that. In case you want us to cover a certain topic, you can also slide into our emails. Then we can have an interesting conversation. Our platform is open for anyone who wants to talk to us. So our main language that we're going to be concentrating with is going to be English. So in case we are speaking another language that is not English, there's going to be subtitles that are going to be there. In case we are speaking is Xhosa, Zulu, Isotho, we are going to be putting subtitles, and I hope you're going to enjoy this because there's a lot of content that we're going to be giving to you. So today, without wasting much time, because I'm not wasting any much time because you don't have anything to do. It is the 24th of December, if it's not the 25th yet. I didn't check my time. Let me just check my time a little bit there. Okay, it is now the 25th of December. So we are live broadcasting to you on the 25th of December, which is the Christmas. So as an Adventist, I don't celebrate Christmas, but to those who celebrate Christmas and you have your reasons, wish you happy holidays. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything that is going to get you into a place that you don't want to be in. Stop driving recklessly. Make sure that everyone on the road is safe. Be with your family. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the time that you have, because on Monday it's going to be work. So I just want to thank you again for taking this specific time off your time to listen to a very boring guy like me. Not boring though, people like me, but we're gonna see with the views, right? So yeah, so it is what it is. So basically today I just want to be talking about mental health, right? I want to be talking about mental health because there's one thing that we lack as men, right? As a man. So I identify myself as a Caucasian. It's not Caucasian. I identify myself as an African man. African American, not African American, African man. My roots are here in Africa, and I'm speaking to you right here in Africa. It's just that I don't have an accent, but I can make accents. So yeah, so we want to be talking about mental health because it's something that we really need to talk about. As a college student, as somebody who's still in college, we have issues of suicidal issues around this time of exams and all that, and you see people are unable to cope with the pressures that comes with it being a resident, a student, and also you don't have the accommodation, you have a lot of social pressures that are coming your way, and you cannot cope with them, right? So this is going to be the space where we talk about those things and find a solution to those things, because the suicidal rate of college students, my fellow friends and fellow people that I know, are very high. Recently we had somebody who jumped from the first floor down and they didn't make it, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good space to be in. So that's why we basically created this space, so that you talk about those issues, then you find a solution to those issues, and then we move forward. We move forward as a people. We as a vision. So since we are young people, we are the future. I won't say we are the future because the future is already, I don't know what is the future, because the future is actually the past in reverse. So whatever we are going to do in the future is something that has been done in the past, you see. And what we are doing at present is something that also has been influenced by our past. So there's going to be a lot of ideas being shared around here, and I hope you are going to enjoy this little time that you're going to have with me. But it's not going to be a little. I'm going to be here for longer, and I'm going to be having a lot of enthusiastic speakers and people who love to share information, people who read books, people who are very intelligent in their own making. So that would be the piece of cake at that time. So basically, that is what we want to be talking about. So first of all, uh, without jumping straight into mental health, I really want to concentrate on what you are putting inside your body and how are you taking care of that body that you have. As a Christian, we grow up being told that the body is the temple of God. So whatever you put in your body, you know that this body is not your body, it's the body of the Most High. So you basically just a keeper of that body. So as a keeper of that body, let me take it to that extent. As a keeper of that body that you have, right? What are you doing as a person, right, to keep that body in shape, so that the owner of that body, when they come, they'll be satisfied with it, right? So that's where the thing about hygiene, right? A person needs to be bathing, a person needs to be taking good care of their body, right? First of all, you need to drink a lot of water. It is summer. Drinking a lot of water, you must avoid the odor that you'll be putting out as in the crowd. That odor, that bad odor, can only be removed by drinking a lot of water, and also maybe just using some roll-on, and also taking good hygiene of yourself. So you know your products, but the best or what can I say, the best remedy to most of the things that I'm going to be talking about, they're going to deal with water. So in your cue cards, in your notes, you need to write water first, because water, it is life. Water is life. I can imagine a life without water. Everything that we need as a human being, you know that it's 87% of your body, if not 90%. I'm not sure about those numbers. This is just an estimate. 90% or 87% of your body is made up of water. So having water in your body is very essential, right? Whether boiled water, whether spring water, but there must be water in your body. So in your cue cards, the first point that you're going to be having is you need to be drinking a lot of water, and you need to be using a lot of water to bath yourself as a person, right? No matter what background you are in, no matter where you're staying, water, you must have a good relationship with water. So take a bath and bath, and you will feel rejuvenated. All right. So now our second point is, what are you eating? What is your diet? So we usually tend to have arguments about what people want to be putting in their plates, right? When they when they are on their plates, there's no one who can tell them what to put on the plate, right? So basically, as a person, as a human being, you need to know what you eat, because there's a saying that says you are what you eat, right? So whatever you put in your body, is also going to have an outcome to what you to how let me say how. I'm not an English speaker, eh? But to how you approach a certain situation, right? Whatever you're putting in your body, it's it also goes into your veins, right? Into your blood streams, into your arteries, into your veins. Then it goes into your brains. Whatever you are putting in your body right now. So your mind is either tired or very active because of the food that you're eating. So I'm not going to list all those things because that will be a topic for another day. And I'm going to get you a health practitioner to list all these things, but this is from my own perspective. These are the things that you as a person need to be taking good note of. A good amount of water. Other people, they just say maybe six glasses of water a day, but you can even do more because your body uses a lot of water and it needs a lot of water. So make sure that wherever you are going, you have your bottle of water. You'll be drinking water, not Hennessy, not alcohol, not fizzy drinks. Water, just pure water. If it's tap water, just boil it and put it in your fridge. Maybe you can maybe flavorize your water. You can put lemon in it. You can put mint in it. You can put a little bit of limes into it. Maybe coriander into it. There's a lot of things that you can put in your water. And my favorite recipe is putting water and cucumbers. That is my very my favorite recipe of drinking water. I don't drink that much water, but I try by all means to drink water so that you won't go to pharmacies and waste money unnecessarily. So that is the point. So of all the things that I'm going to say here, your take home should be water. You should drink water. Drink water. Right. Then food. When it comes to food, I really recommend people to be eating something like a vegetarian based food. Usually for me who works usually night shift, I'm actually at work right now. I usually work night shift, so it's hard for me to prepare a meal because when I'm coming from college, I go to work and I don't have time to prepare a decent meal. So I'm limited. My food is limited to things that can be quickly prepared or nothing at all. So as a student, I know this is the life of many students. It's not a new story. A lot of people have been doing this. You can prepare an easy meal like you can prepare some noodles with some green veggies. Then you mix it. Then you eat it. There's a little bit of health in it, and I hope everyone has their different perspective of what the kind of ideal meal looks like when they are eating. But as a person who is an easy to go and all that, you can prepare a very delicate meal from just noodles and green veggies, which doesn't even cost about $50 in South African money. In SA. So I'm saying South African money because I know there are people who are in Australia who are looking at it. So in rands, 50 rands, 50 rands, maybe you can do the calculations and you can weigh it. Maybe it's even more that side. So that is the thing. The meal that you prepare, whatever you are putting inside your body, must be something that is building your body, because it's either going to build your body or it's going to crush your body. But the food is always going to be there, and the choice is always going to be yours. So the food that you put in your body, I'm also going to put a link down there of the right foods that you, as a person, needs to be eating, right? And as we move from that, so our main topic, right, it's mental health. So I don't, some people will be asking me, why would you start talking about food? Food is everything, man. You are what you eat. That is a broad statement. You are what you eat. Whatever you eat, you are that. You see. So food defines a lot of things. It is. Have you ever seen somebody who's hungry? There's this song about. There's this song that I like listening to. By the way, I like listening to music, and I make a little bit of music. I'm just gonna give you a taste of my music some other time when I'm in another space. So there's this song about that was made by Bob Marley and the Wailers that talks about the hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. You see, so when you are hungry, you get angry. So nourish your body so that you don't have anger. But it's a broad statement. It's a broad statement. Uh, Hunger can be defined into different sections, right? So you can be hungry of knowledge. You can be hungry of wanting to eat, or you can be hungry for revenge. So there is different stages of how you can be hungry, right? There's different stages of how you can be hungry, and each and every person has their own way of taming that hunger, right? That anger that is inside you. I'm also going to be talking about anger also, so I think we're still here. We're still here. So this is how you have to deal with these things. So make sure that your diet is top notch. The internet is there. You can Google the diet. I know other people have allergies. I have a friend who has allergies of not eating cucumbers. I don't know the cucumbers. I don't know what is the name of that allergy, but they don't eat cucumbers at all. As for me, I don't eat fish at all. If I eat fish, I will react there and then. So when you're choosing the type of food that you're eating, you want to put in your body, make sure you also look at the allergies that come with those body, with those things that you're going to put in your body. All right. So that is one other thing. That is one other thing that I just wanted to highlight. This I just wanted to highlight to you. So now the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we are done with food. Now, since most of us, this is one thing that you have to know. This space right here, that is here, this thing that I'm touching, this thing that is called the head, that is where most of your organs are. We have the eyes to see, we have the nose to smell, we have the mouth to eat, we have the ears to hear. So most of our senses are up here in this head, and we have the brain to think. So everything starts here. So this is the space that you have to protect, and the knowledge that you put here, it's either going to make this whole body suffer, or it's going to make life easier for this body, right? So make sure the information that you're loading here, the food that you are eating, is not going there first. It first goes to your brain, and then it goes to the guts. You see, so make sure everything that you are eating is the right food to eat, because everything starts here. So even your thinking process, even the way you critically analyze things, they start here and they are influenced by here. You see, so whatever you're smelling, also you must be critical about those things. Whatever you smell, it affects your brain. Whatever you see affects your brain. Whatever you hear affects your brain. Whatever you eat affects also your brain. So this part of your body, your head, is the, if not the utmost important part of your body, it is actually the utmost important part of your body. So you must take care of this piece of thing. You must take care of it, right? So, what was I about to say now? I was just saying everything, your thinking process and everything, it starts here, and make this place that you are in, this space in your head, the most pleasant place to be. Whenever you're seated, whenever you are thinking, because most of us, we don't realize that we spend most of our lives inside this thing. And this thing is the one that controls us. So make sure whatever is in your head is benefiting you and the next person and the next generation. So it's not only about you, it's about the next person. So if the next person does it to the next person and the next person does it to the next person, then it becomes a cycle. And when that favor that you have done comes back to you, that means that you've done a good job. So until inspire somebody else, until you help somebody else, there's no acknowledgement that you can be given. So, as I said before, this is not going to be a Christian podcast. It's just going to be pure personal views. And if you have other views also that you want to align with our podcast, uh, feel free to come. We're going to be free mainly on Sundays, so we're going to be premiering on Sundays, usually around this time at 12 midnight. That's usually when we are not busy with the day-to-day movement, but usually we're going to be here from 12 midnight, and you're going to be hearing from us. I'm saying us, but you're only seeing me because there's a lot of people that are supporting this network. Right now, I just want to give a round of applause to you for that 16 subscribers. Those are a lot of people. Those I'm humble. I'm humbled about it. When we posted our first video, our video was on 20 views, right? But it has been 5 days now, and it's already like 92 views, which shows that what we are doing is working. And I'm here and I pledge to give you the utmost, the best uh, content ever, content that you're going to enjoy, right? And yeah, I have a crazy mind. I have a crazy mind. I know I have a crazy mind. So, and I hope you're going to have to enjoy this crazy mind of mine, this ill mind, right? And besides, about that ill mind, when I was growing up, not that I'm grown up, when I was still in high school, maybe in grade 8. Grade 8 is like like, let's say, grade 8 is like high school. Let's say high school, the first stage of high school. So that is the pre-stage of high school. When I was in that time, up until I finished high school, I was listening to this gent by the name Hobson. So I love this music, and there's this album that he 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 put out, which is called Ill Mind of Hobson. It was from 1 to 9. I know all of the lyrics, but some of the things I disagree with, and some of the things I do agree with, or that he says, even in his anger. There are other things that somebody uh, can express that actually can build to the next person. And yeah, so whatever is in your mind, whatever is up here is going to influence the outcome of what you're going to do, right? So we're busy. We as men, right? As men, please take care of yourself, because we're going to be talking about polygamy also. That's going to be our other topic for another day. But the thing, the theory around it is mainly based on the numbers, right? There are actually fewer men than women in the world. That those are the numbers. But we're not going to be talking about that now. But those few men that are still there, those few good men that are still out there, maybe I'm speaking to you right now. I'm looking at you and I'm pointing at you. Uh, Make sure that you have the best mental health support that you can ever get. Because what I've seen in the communities that we are living is that we basically have a lot of toxic energy around us, a lot of uh, down pressing energy, that we have a lot of negativity that is not uh, that usually suppresses our emotions, that usually suppresses how we think, and we are afraid to think a certain way because of what people will say. You see, so as a man, if you are a man and you're listening to me right now, make sure you have the best mental health. Since I'm always going to refer to the Bible because I was raised by the Bible. The Bible itself says, as a man, you are the head of the house. So whatever house that is there, maybe it's small, and you are the head. So in order to be a head, you must think like a leader, right? You must lead your family. You must not lead your family astray because everybody will be looking up to you. So make sure, if you are a man, that your house is in order. You don't want sleeky men. You don't want men who are just men by the name. If you're a man, be a man. Because the world depends on you. And the world needs you. So as a man, I'm talking man to man. Men as in men. Make sure your house is in order. So that's another thing. And stop suppressing those feelings that you have inside. Let's say you're having issues. It's okay for men to cry. Men can cry, but men cannot cry in public. It shows your weakness. But you can cry in your private spaces. Take your spaces and cry. But do not cry in public. Just that crying that you do is going to relieve you. That is the therapy. That is the mental health that we are going to be working on, right? Drink a lot of water. Cry when you have to, but don't cry in public. It's so humiliating. I can imagine a father crying. But sometimes if you cannot hold it, it's fine. But as a man, as somebody who's the captain of the ship, somebody who's the king of the house, as somebody who is the priesthood, the royal priesthood, make sure that your house is in order. Even if everything is shaking, as a man, you need to stand firm. Right. So this is man to man. I'm a smaller guy, but I can give you some tips. Okay. So that is what we have for you. So as a man, please, mental health is important. It is important to have mental health. And also, speaking about the mental health issue, nowadays we don't have those gatherings that our parents used to have, where men would sit around and talk about their issues to each other. Nowadays we only have internet, and on internet we have men who are trying to destroy other men, and we have men who no longer identify themselves as men. So it's hectic out there. It's hectic for a boy child to grow into a fine, strong man with principles, a man who's going to lead his family. Because there's a lot of people pushing different agendas out there. Some agendas to benefit a certain narrative. But on this podcast, we are not going to be pushing any agenda or anything. The information that you're going to be given here, it is strictly just pure thoughts, and whatever you're going to do with that information is up to you, right? Whatever you're going to do with that information is up to you, because we are people and we should have a platform to speak without fear as Africans and voice our opinions. Because if we suppress those things, that's when we end up fighting for no reason. It's when we end up killing each other for no reason. So all those issues that needs to be addressed, we address them as men, men to men. And if also one of you have an issue with me, come to me. my brother, my sister, address directly. I take critical, is it critical? I don't know what they call it, but it's critical. Is it critical? No, 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 no. You see, English is something else. But I wanted to talk about criticism, not critical. I take positive criticism, maybe even negative, but criticism is criticism, constructive criticism, not just any criticism that doesn't have construction, like just saying, "Wow, what you're doing is trash," but I don't see the construction. But I will use that. You know what's a boomerang? I will use that negativity to give me more energy of starting with this. It's not easy to start with. You don't know how many times have I have I clicked that red button to do it over and over again. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So as a man or as a woman, now I'm speaking to men and women, it is good to have mental health. Your mental health must be a priority. You must speak to someone of your issues. You must find a, a time and space to let all those bad energies out. You must detoxify all the bad energies that you have. You must exercise in the morning. Why exercise? Because it's the time that you are rejuvenating the energy cells of your body. Without um, you're actually rejuvenating the energy cells of your body and energizing it for the next task of the day. That's why you have to do it in the morning and in the evening, so that it is a continuous cycle and you have a healthy body. You get what I'm saying? You have a healthy body as a person, and having a healthy body, it is beneficial. It's not gonna cost you. You are going to like it. Not you're not gonna, not even if you're not gonna like it, but it's going to be beneficial to you and your pocket. All right. So moving off, what else can we talk about? We can talk about anxiety and stress. So there are some times when you are being provoked, like what I've just said before, when somebody comes with a bad joke or bad comment. How do you deal with those things? Sometimes the bad joke gets the most of you. So how do you deal with that situation whereby you you are in that space where somebody careless said something very careless, and mind you, you have to keep yourself, nourished, right? And you have to keep your body healthy, right? Don't get into any unnecessary fights. You might end up losing teeth. Even if you're a good fighter, there's always going to be a fighter who is more faster than you and all that. So in order to avoid conflict, what do you do as a person? Right, let's say somebody comes to you and they say, my bro, you you have bad jokes, you have bad breath, or maybe whatever you're doing is trash. Right. As a person who is matured, who has been drinking good water and eating good food, right? You must not take that opinion to be defining who you are or whatever you're doing, right? This is the first step that you can do. If it is that bad, maybe you're in a bad mood. Like me, I'm always in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood right now. Although I'm smiling, I'm in a very bad mood. How do you take that? Take it as a compliment, right? Take it as a compliment. That bad vibe, energy that somebody gives to you, you should take it as a compliment and just say, "Hey, man, I really, not like that." Like if they are like, usually back in the school days, they used to laugh at my beautiful nose, and it used to get the most of me, but it ended up I ended up laughing with them, right? Because I didn't give them a chance to laugh at me and I am the one who's going to be dying with anxiety at home because I have a big nose and all that because of their opinion. I used to laugh with them so that it becomes a joke, right? So if somebody says something bad about you, just laugh with them, right? Laugh at them, with you, for you, at you. So I don't know if you're gonna catch this, but these are some of the remedies that I use. Then there's this other technique that I shared to one of my friends. She was having an anxiety attacks and having a very bad day. So there's this other scream, right? I'm talking about screams here that you can do that is noiseless and very beneficial. Why is screaming good therapy? It's because whatever is building up here that you don't see, if you scream it out, scream like, you see, if you take it all out, after that you feel a little bit better. So, so this is the technique of the scream. You just make sure you don't produce any decibel of sound, right, from your voice or anyway. Make sure that your voice doesn't produce any decibel, and be careful about this. This takes time to master, and you take all your energy, all your frustration, right, and in your head, imagine, right, imagine you're actually screaming, but without the sound. Get what I'm saying? Without the sound. Just make sure you're screaming without the sound. Something like that. Don't mind my face, but it's a good example. Something like that. Something like that you have to do. I know it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm a very prestigious person. Well, what am I doing? But that will help you. That will help you as a person. I'm just here to offer help. Either you take it or not, it's up to you. But for me, it's working, and I hope it's gonna work for you. I don't have any business tip for you because I know all you are after is money. But also, your mental health first before money. Because once you have money and your health is crumbling, how are you gonna enjoy your money? Are you gonna enjoy your money in hospitals, paying your bills, transferring your lungs, and all that? Is that how you want to enjoy your money? So this is a tip. Health is wealth. So whoever has health has the wealth. You get what I'm saying? So make sure you take care of your body. You're gonna make it someday. One day it's inevitable to not be successful if you're challenging yourself towards success, and if you are putting yourself around the surrounding of people who are successful, you are obviously by default going to be also a figure and also going to be successful. You're getting hot in here. I hope you like my green top. So let's now move to the more gist of the story, right? So yeah, it is like that. It is like that. What was I talking about? Okay, I forget. Right, but it is very essential to make sure that you have money in your wallet, even if you're not gonna use it. This is how much I have. How much? $40. Let me check. Yeah, $70. At least you have money in your wallet. At least that's, that's something. And be content with whatever you have. That is another thing. So whatever small thing that you have, another person doesn't have that. You see. So just be content with whatever you are having. And God always gives you what you can manage. He can never give you a situation whereby you cannot manage it. You see. So it is in that manner that your health is your wealth. So as young people, speaking to young people, make sure that your body is nourished, and make sure that you exercise on a regular. Make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. Make sure that this space in your head is a free space, and it is a free thinking space. Don't let anyone stop you from thinking the unimaginable and asking questions and asking why is it being done, and don't ever stop at anything as a young person. All right. So the one who's speaking to you has a lot of words to speak about, but I don't want to bore you or anything because it's already like 40 minutes. But just to wrap up, make sure you drink a lot of water. Make sure you have free thinking space because it's all in your head. All of it is all in your head. Your ears, your nose, your eyes, your mouth. It's all in your head. You eat with your head. So your head is the most important part of your body. So take care of your head. Take care of your body. Take care of yourselves as young people. Find someone to talk to. If you have issues, find someone to talk to. You are a black person, or whether you're a black person or any other color, but I'm not here to talk about any color. I'm just here to say, as a man or a woman, find some space where you talk to someone. It's actually therapy. If you ever been with someone who hasn't been talking, or who has not been talking to anyone for a while, you can actually find out that this person, they have episodes of stories that they want to tell you, but they want to tell you all of it at once. So find that time, even to just speak to someone, just having that interaction with someone and speak about the things, speak about the social issues, speak about the things that are affecting you. That is therapy on its own. So I hope this session has been a therapy to you. And it's now 42 on my clock. I've never watched. So thank you. Thank you very much, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Wherever you are, thank you for tuning in. So this is just a prenup. It's not like a podcast where somebody is prepared and I'm ready for you. I just want to to punch you down and all that. It's just a prenup of telling you what this channel is basically about. So now I have to just tell you one more thing about me. Right. My name is Dion. Right. I am black or brown. I'm African. Right. I am in my 20s, mid 20s, and I have no car. I have no house. I have no wife, but I have an entanglement somewhere, and I'm still in college. Yeah, that's my main answer. Still in college, and yeah, if in case maybe you want to donate some money, talk to me in inbox. In my inbox. Maybe I'll just give you my account details. Then you can just send the money. Maybe you also want to support this podcast. We obviously going to need revenue. Um, Come to my detail to my inbox. Then we can talk about those things, and we can arrange meetings, and we can see how far we can go with this podcast. And so other people, most of my friends were asking me, why do I call myself King Pharaoh? I'll go back to the Bible, since most of you don't even read the Bible. You just call yourself Christians, but you don't read the Bible. I should come here reading the Bible for you, because I know a little bit of the Bible. I know a little bit of the Bible. Why do I know a little bit of the Bible? Because my father was not a pastor, but he was obsessed, and he's still obsessed with the Bible. And I'm also obsessed with it because there's a lot of knowledge that is in that book that you need to take in, day out, from Genesis to Exodus to the Proverbs to Revelation. There's a lot of unmasked and a lot of knowledge that is in there, free knowledge that you can use into your day to day living. So that is basically what we usually do. So thank you very much for viewing. My name is King Pharaoh, and did I explain why I'm King Pharaoh? Okay, I derived my name from one of the pharaohs of of, of, of Egypt. That was not actually a pharaoh, but he was buried as a pharaoh. I'm sure you know him by now. Joseph. Joseph is the pharaoh that I derived my name from. So there were a lot of pharaohs back then in Egypt, but I like Joseph because Joseph is more significant. His mark is more dominant than any other pharaoh that I've heard about. There are other pharaohs that did other things, despicable things, but this pharaoh was so special that he even took his people from from another country and put them in the state house, right, and fed them as kings, right. Although that person was also not of that land, it's something that you as a person can should like should you should be, it's enthusiastic. Even the way the gentleman carried himself, the way the gentleman carried himself, it is of good reputation. He was once also framed for rape, but he also found a way, right? He also found a way of elevating himself, also God willingly, to be at a better position. You see, so with God, anything is possible, and so I choose this name because there's a lot of reflection to it. I was born a Christian, but I had my ups and downs, and I'm still fighting other battles, but I'm back. I'm back, and I can share a little bit. I know it doesn't have weight or anything, but that little that is coming from my mouth, I hope it benefits someone out there. So thank you very much, guys. This is the King Pharaoh back again at Machills Network Podcast. Thank you. I salute you.